Dear friends, brothers and sisters in Christ, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 7, verses 1 to 13. And we reflect on how the internal and how the heart is more important in all the choices that we make. We are reflecting on, yes, the rules and regulations are important, but what is more important is the attitude, the good intention of their heart that helps us to be good and to do good and to be close to God and to be close to each other. The context, dear friends, of this episode is in the fact that Jesus and his disciples are moving around doing good, and we see that some Pharisees and scribes coming from Jerusalem come and meet Jesus, and their intention is just to see, to observe, to look for the small mistakes that Jesus is making and that his disciples are making, so that they can accuse him. We could see that intention is so clear. So this is seen when they are invited to eat together. We see that generally speaking, the Jews and the scribes and Pharisees, who are the Jews at that time, whenever they come back from the marketplace, whenever before eating anything, they have to wash. Of course, even every human person, for hygienic purposes, for external purposes, for health reasons, before we eat anything, we ought to clean ourselves. We ought to wash. And that is good for our hygiene, for our health, because it helps us to grow physically healthy, mentally healthy. And when we are physically healthy, then we are also mentally healthy, and we are also spiritually healthy, and later on holistically healthy. In Latin we say mensa sano in corpore sano. Yeah, a healthy mind in a healthy body. That is the most important thing. We greet you with our brother here. I greet you, my dear, and God bless you. Thank you, thank you. Yes, blessings to you, my brother, and wishing you the best in all. Thank you, thank you. Beside that, I'm all. Per moment, yeah, as I talk, thank you very much, and I wish you the best, and I will pray for you, and may God continue taking good care of you and your family and whatever you are in need of you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is the important thing. I pray for you, and I keep you close, and for you and your intentions. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Yes, we are invited to welcome everyone, and I was busy sharing and talking to my brother whom we have just seen right now. Yeah, and it is good, dear friends. It's all about how we relate with people. I've just been talking to my brother here and how to embrace everyone. So the externals are important, and the health is important, because if our body physically is clean, we take shower, we wash ourselves, then there are no germs, no negativities will come, and we'll be healthy physically, fit, and we will save our money. We will not pay anything much to the hospital, because we are healthy. And when our body is healthy, then everything about us is healthy. When our mind is healthy, everything about us is healthy. So it is true, yes, that we have to clean the externals, as our brothers, the scribes and the Pharisees, the Jews, were saying and insisting. That's all true and so beautiful, and it's nice that we have to clean the externals. But what is more important is the inside, the internal, the heart, the good intentions, because from the good heart that we are able to do good things. Unfortunately, it is also from the heart that we store anger, we store a lot of poison, we store bad words, bad actions come from the heart, bad intentions come from the heart, negative emotions come from the heart, a lot of exaggerations come from the heart. It is from the heart that many good things can come out. How many people allow themselves be moved by the heart and to do good no matter what? The one who is moved by the heart is the one who feels with the others. He feels with those who are rejoicing and rejoices with them, and he feels those who are suffering, and he also suffers with them. As we have just met our friend here, I was talking with him. Just simply, it's all about how you talk to people. And when you have something, you give them something. And when you don't have, with respect, you are able to accompany them and promise them to pray for them and to see that anyone better can also help them. It's from the heart that good things come. It's from the heart that we respect others. So these Pharisees and scribes were always looking for negative reasons, and now they want to pin down Jesus and his disciples, that you see, you are not eating, you are not faithful to the rules, you are not faithful to our tradition. Yet Jesus now uses that opportunity to say, yes, the externals are important, yes, washing the hand is important, but what is more important is your heart. What is your intention? Is always your intention looking for the negatives of the others? Is it looking for what is not going on others, so that you can always make a bomb out of it? You can always create tension wherever we are? Or from the heart, we are people who do good to others no matter what. From the heart, we allow only good things to store there. In our mind, we think only about good things in every situation. Dear friends, we would like to stop over and reflect on the most important thing here, is that what many times is the rules should help us to reach God, should help us to reach each other, should help us to reach ourselves. Any rule should enhance human dignity, respect, love, patience, should bring to peace. If any rule leads to war, to tensions, then that's not a good rule. Because any rule should help to make life easy and beautiful for every human being, should help relate well with God. Any rule should help us make our relationship with God, our connection with God, a beautiful one. Make our connection with each other a beautiful one. Love each other more deeply and more genuinely. Any rule should help us do good and be good to everyone that we encounter on our journey together. I was listening and talking to my brother here, whom you just who appeared in this video. It is out of respect. We were sharing. I paused a bit. You did not notice. I paused the video and we were talking and sharing, no? Yeah. And that's how we make humanity a beautiful reality, that we listen to them. Some of them have a lot of stories to tell and they are going through a lot. And we ought to listen, and listening many times can also be a therapy. And then, of course, if we have something, we also help them with something more tangible. But another beautiful help is that mental help, physical help, spiritual help. That is how we look at each other as brothers and sisters. That's why I call him my brother. I call everyone here and everyone I meet on my journey, I call him my brother, my sister, because we are all brothers, we are all sisters, because we have one Father, our Lord God. A dangerous thing we have to pay attention to is when we look at small things that are happening, and we make them big mountains. These small things eat us. They eat us inside. They become poison. They eat us and they eat others around us. They take away our peace. My brother, my sister, let us look at the many beautiful positive things that are happening in life. There is a lot of good things happening in life. Let's look at that. Let's focus our energies, our strength. Let's use well the strength we have received from God, the energy we have received from God, the wisdom we have received. Let's use it well to build others, to uplift others, to make life easier for others, to look at the good things that are going on, not to look at the small things that are not going on, as the Pharisees and scribes were doing. They were only waiting for the small things, and they forgot about the many good things Jesus Christ and his disciples were doing. These days, Jesus has been moving around, speaking well, doing good, healing the sick, chasing away the demons, those who are possessed, negative, making everyone whole. Jesus has been going around making everyone whole. And when we make everyone whole, we make ourselves whole. This is what Jesus has been going around doing good. And all the things were seen by many people. Many people were following him, and whoever came him, those who wanted to touch him, we are healed. They brought Jesus to the people, and people brought themselves to Jesus. This is what we are called to bring Jesus to others and to bring others to Jesus. This is it, to bring good news to others and bring the others to the good news. And this is what Jesus has been doing. Yet the scribes and Pharisees look at only the negatives of Jesus. Many times it could happen in our societies, in our communities, in our families, that we don't see the many good, beautiful people around us. Yes, of course, we may have our own limits and our challenges, but let's focus on the good, positive lifestyle. Let's look at the good that another one is trying to do. We are all trying our best. Let's look at the good and there's a lot of good that others are doing. Let's focus on that good. And then, after focusing on that good, we will find a way of now having the energy to see what we can do in those challenges, which are part of our life. But sometimes the challenges are just very small challenges, and we make them big mountains because our heart is full of negativity, of pain, of anger. Becomes like a bomb which nurtures small things and makes them mountains. It multiplies. Yet we are invited to, yes, focus on those small things in order that they don't become big mountains. But before we focus on them, let's look at the beautiful, positive things that others are doing. Before we judge anyone and say bad things about anyone, let us look at the many good things that he or she has done. Many times, let's not forget so fast the many good things that others have done to us. There's a lot of good. And sometimes they have done too much. They've sacrificed a lot. They have done a lot. They have offered their life. They have sacrificed. They have made everything good for us. And then, because they made only one small mistake, we actually close our doors and we shut them and we throw words to them. We throw bad actions to them and we hurt them even more. It is painful, humanly speaking. And if you have done that, my brother, my sister, better we look for ways to ask for forgiveness from that person, because it is wounding, it is hurting. But my brother, my sister, if someone has done that to you, don't nurture that. Don't nurture that. And don't expect someone to come and say, I'm sorry. No, because some people will not come to say sorry. Just move on with your life. Keep doing good. Brother, my sister, let us always look at the positive side of life and move ahead no matter what. Don't look at the negative side of life. Look at the positive side. Look at it and let's focus on the many, many blessings around us. Many people who are good around us, who are trying their best. They could have their challenges and limitations, but they are doing well. They are doing the best they can. Each one of us is doing the best we can. Nobody is perfect 100%. If we begin looking only for the mistakes of others, then we forget about the 1,000 mistakes that we have. Yes, others can make mistakes, but maybe we even make more mistakes than others. Let's look at the positive side of life. Let's focus on what is good, what is positive, and then negativity will just knock itself off and fall off. We don't need to respond to every negativity around us. Some of the negativities, just kick them off, just abandon them, just appear like nothing has happened. And if we can face them, yes, let's dialogue. Let's talk with the people to reconcile, to get closer, to make sure that we help even those who are negative. If we have the courage to do that. But we can help others who are negative when we ourselves have allowed ourselves to embrace in our hearts everything that is good, beautiful, noble, and true. Because sometimes people spread only false informations, exaggerated informations, mountains over small things. When we allow ourselves to feed our hearts with everything that is true and beautiful and good, and we have that heart which forgives, which brings peace, that heart which reconciles always, that says, okay, let us go ahead no matter what, then in that case, there's a space for God and for others, and we make this world a better place. That is our mission. Looking and focusing on everything that is good, so that the negatives don't find much space in our lives. God bless you as you remain good and positive. Blessings from Jerusalem. Yes, blessings from Jerusalem with these showers of blessings. You know, water is life. It purifies, it cleans. May it purify us and purify our good intentions and make us whole and holy again. Make us complete human beings who are balanced, who have a good mind, a good heart, a good action, good words, good way of living. May the Lord inspire us and always show us His way to embrace everyone that comes as a brother and a sister, and to help each one who comes in every joy but also every struggle that they are encountering. Blessings again from Jerusalem.